Hey guys, Shane here. Once again, I am out in the wild woods of my yard. Okay, actually what's going on is I was in the house and I came up with an idea and I want to put it to use, but I'm too excited to hop in the car or go hiking a couple miles to give it a shot. So I'm going to try it out here in my yard, in my back drive. Once again, it's another cooking video, but I'm going to do a dry bake video with a little bit of a twist then from what I had done before. Okay guys, so let me show you what I've got and let's get started. Alrighty? Alright guys, well I went ahead and set up my Firebox Nano. This is the Generation 2 model. It comes with these really cool sticks that you can use for, I do have some helpers as you can tell, that you can use for your Trangia setup. You can use for your solid fuel plate setup. These are really handy. Fortunately, I don't have any use for them at this moment. So, here is what I was going to be showing you guys here. I was kind of fooling around with a little bit. I wanted to use something that everybody, for the most part, I don't say everybody, but a large majority of the people have in their cook kits, and that is the Stanley cup. Lots of people have this, lots of people like it. I love finding more uses for this cup because I really do like it a lot. Okay, so let me show you guys what I've come up with. What I've done here, I have no more than 10 minutes total time invested in this because, like I said, this was just an idea that popped up. So I'll show you what I'm going to be doing with it. First and foremost, I'm going to take this and I'm going to be using this as my oven door, okay? But something that's kind of cool, which gave me the idea, is if you look here, it's got holes, right? Oops, it's got these strainer holes. So, it's got these strainer holes up here on the top. And if I turn, so I could have a lot of heat evacuate out of there, but then I can turn it and have a single hole. So less heat would evacuate out of the top there. So that's one cool idea that I was kind of playing around with there. I might be able to control my temperatures, possibly. Like I said, this is still an idea. But then I also know I'm going to have to put some coals up here. So I made, if I can find it, what I did with all the pieces. I used, like Steve Despain had made, but I had to do something a little different. Was I made a little bit of a coal rack here, okay, but I put one arm on it and bent it, and I'll show you. This comes over here like this and clips in, okay, like that, and then we'll come over here to the other side right here, if I don't drop my tripod, and take this piece and we'll just clip it on there like this, press down and bring it over this other leg there. Now everything is pretty much on there, pretty solid. I could actually pick the stove up if I wanted to, but this will give me a coal rack on top, plenty of coals underneath here, and possible heat control. Now, another really cool thing is I can use this plate. I'm gonna stick it on in there. Oops. Probably stick it in there this direction here, so I have the longer ends on the sides. And I'm gonna put some rocks underneath it, just like we Steve uses on his Zebra Billy cans when he's baking for thermal mass. So, I'll grab some rocks here and stick some in here. Alright. Now, I'm going to go ahead and After I gave you guys this little demonstration, basically, I'm going to take this back apart and I'm going to start a fire, and then we'll go ahead and continue baking with this. And I'll show you my little baking pan that I made out of some foil. Nothing too major. Alright guys, well I went ahead and just cut off a small section of one of these fire starters. These are the fire starters that Bob 808 Night gave me. I call them the egg drop fire starters. I love them, and they are freaking beasts, man, seriously. And Bob, I'm running out. Just give you a heads up. Anyway, today we had a lot of rain. It stopped earlier this afternoon, so I'm gonna get this fire going. I'm gonna get some coals, and we'll be right back with you guys. Alright guys, here is my really quick homemade little pan. Put a little lever on it so I can put it in and pull it out. I just made it out of a disposable baking dish. It's definitely not perfect at all. And I did go ahead and spray it with some Pam. So, there's that. And I already mixed up some lemon poppy. This would be a muffin mix, but we're just going to make a little bit of bread out of it. So, let's take this end off right here. We'll fill this pan up. Get a better shot of that, how weird it looks. We'll stop there because it's going to rise a little bit. There we go. Kind of looks wicked, doesn't it? Oh well. We'll see how it turns out. Can't fail if we don't try. I'm going to take a couple of these out of here and just lay them off to the side. We'll take the bread, we'll stick it right in there like that. Not too bad. Alright, I'll go ahead and put the top rack up there as well, just to get everything ready to rock with it. I just happened to put it way far away from me, that's all. Oh, that leg is turned. There we go. Alright, well, we are baking. Okay, well, I'm curious, so we're going to look. Doesn't really feel too bad. A little warm, but not bad at all. I'm not even wearing gloves. Oh boy. Oh, she's getting a little burned on the sides, but she's getting done. I'm going to have to watch that heat a little bit. And I'm going to turn this up over here like so, so that way more heat will come out through the top. I'm going to have to turn my fire down more so. Watch my embers a little bit. That's not too bad really for temperature. More coals, less heat, or less fire I guess. So, I'm glad that I looked at that so I could see, so I didn't completely burn this whole little experiment, shall we say. I guess I could probably show you guys, you know, if you don't want any heat to come out of the top there, you could probably do that. You know, all your heat's going to try to rise from the top, but I'm going to do that just because I don't want to chance it right now. He's sleeping in the grass.
Can I say hi?
Say hi.
Hi.
Keegan says hello.
Say hi.
Yes, and Dorian, you want to say hello?
Hi.
And Dorian says hello. Alright guys, well, here we go again. We're going to give it a look. And this handle actually stays surprisingly cool to the touch. A little warm. Of course, this is plastic. It's not going to burn me. But I think looks like we may be done. Use my knife. I'm going to put it underneath there so it don't burn myself. Ooh. What do you guys think? We did get a little warm here on the side. I knew we were going to. Just the way it turns in, but ooh, that looks good. Okay, let's set it down here and let's take a look at it, okay? I don't have a toothpick or anything on me, but I did whittle this little piece off one of our... And it came out nice and clean. Okay, well, best part, ooh, it's a little warm. Best part about these, I can just open it up. If I want to serve off it. Ouch. And we're going to let that cool just a little bit before we go ahead and dive into it. Alright guys, now that I've let this cool down, let's get a little bit of an inspection of this first of all. It did get a little hot here, but this was where it was touching, so I could have put a little less of the ingredients into the makeshift baking pan there, and it wouldn't have gotten so high. This side turned out pretty good. Got a nice bake pretty much all the way around. So let's cut into it. See what my two little certified bread taste testers think of it. Okay, I'm going to cut this. I'm going to pan up to them now so they can be on camera because, well, it is the first bite rule after all. Hi, you two.
Hi.
Okay, here we go. Now, you guys, if you like it or do not like it, you got to tell me the truth, okay? Okay, what do you think?
It's hot.
Well,
Yummy!
it's a little warm.
Oh.
It's good? Well, that made it worth it right there. Alright, let me give it a shot. Okay, well, here we go. For a dry bake, it's extremely moist, isn't it, guys?
Yep.
It's almost got a candy flavor to it on the top. And you can see that it really got to expand really well by the size of those air pockets where it was expanding. So, yeah, that was really good. Alright. I have somebody going crazy on the other side of me. With the camera! Ah. Okay. I'll be back with you guys in just a minute. Alright, well hey guys, thanks for checking out my video. I really appreciate you guys watching. I know there wasn't a lot to this video, but this was just a test. I wanted to see how it was really going to work out. And I was actually pretty impressed with it. Now the reason why I wanted to use a smaller container like this was, well, there's a couple reasons. One, I think that a lot of people own the Stanley cook cup. I wanted them to see an option that they could use with the Firebox Nano with that cup, which is really cool. And two, even though it's a small cup, the little loaf of bread that I made was actually a lot of bread. So do I need something really, really big? Not all the time. You know, I wanted to show the multiple uses again to the Nano and to that Stanley cup. So I think that it really all in all worked out pretty decent. Yeah, like I said, this was just a test. I'll definitely be doing it again with something else as far as making something else. But I'll definitely use that Stanley cup again to see how versatile it really is. Okay guys, well like always, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys out on the trail or my backyard. Take care.